Jabaited. Jabodied. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna beat the crap out of him. Hey, I totally know how you feel, but calm down.
Wait.
Shut up. Huh? Everyone's feet came to a grinding halt. Their red, angry faces instantly transformed into a look of caution. Akane, what is it?
Huh.
Can you hear something? It's coming from the other side of this door. The other side of this door? As I listened carefully, I could make out a soft sound coming from inside the warehouse. Music? What's he planning? Is this another one of Nagito's traps?
Huh?
Maybe the moment we open the door, a real bomb is gonna go kaboom!
Now then.
All right, let's open it and find out.
Huh?
Please do not, Akane. It is dangerous.
Yo,
It's fine. I'll open it slowly. No, that's not the problem.
leave it to me.
Seriously, it'll be fine. With those words, Akane brushed off everyone's warnings and slowly opened the door to the warehouse. Clatter, clatter, clatter.
Huh?
Huh? It's not opening? Is there something blocking the door? I can barely open it.
Hey,
I knew it. It's a trap. Seriously, just stop it, okay?
You?
Didn't I tell you it'll be fine? I just gotta use a little more force.
what?
What happened to opening it slowly? Akane ignored their protests, and with a mighty kick, the door flew open. Bam! It's gonna blow up! Instinctively, we tensed our bodies and braced ourselves. But,
Huh?
what's this? What happened?
Yo,
Look inside.
It sure is dark.
Looks like there aren't any lights on.
Where's Sonia,
Is
brother?
Nagito really in here?
Where's Sonia, brother? The inside of the warehouse felt even darker because our eyes were still used to the bright sunlight outside. Within that darkness, a loud hymnal blared throughout the warehouse at full volume.
hey, do you guys hear something?
Yeah, it's really damn loud. Does Nagito like listening to this depressing crap?
No, I'm not talking about the music.
Talking about where's Sonia? And as if on cue, it suddenly started. Oh. Huh?
It's on fire!
A fearsome blaze suddenly began dancing inside the dark warehouse like fiery wings spreading out before us.
Whoa! What's going on?
For now, we must extinguish these flames.
I guess Sonia's there, they just didn't give a fuck about drawing her. Weird.
Hey,
But how are we supposed to put this fire out? There should be a fire extinguishing supplies inside the factory break room. Perhaps we should use those.
damn it.
Got it. Let's head to the break room. After listening to Sonia, we ran into the factory.
Well,
The break room is just beyond this door. There should be fire extinguishing supplies there. The break room's here, right? Ooh, look at that. High tech. Where are the fire extinguishing supplies? Right there. But I want to look at the other shit first. Now's not the time. What's this? What's this? What's this? Is that a coffee maker? It's a coffee pot, isn't it? I thought it was something suspicious, but it just looks like coffee. A huge supply of lined up plastic bottles. It looks like there's some kind of liquid inside of them. It's piss! You found it. Those are fire grenades. Fire grenades? They're basic fire extinguishing goods. When you throw them in a fire, the container breaks and the chemical inside puts out the fire.
it is strange,
But
no?
this is strange. The last time I peeked inside this place, I recall seeing other fire extinguishing supplies too.
Hey,
There should be plenty. Let's hurry up and go back to the warehouse. We grabbed all the fire grenades and rushed back to the warehouse. Boom, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Make sure you don't get too close to the fire. It's dangerous.
then,
Take care not to inhale the smoke as well. We should throw the grenades from the door at the same time.
Damn it.
Looks like the curtain in the back is burning up. I just have to aim for that, right?
I'm gonna do it!
All right, let's go. Yeet! We aimed for the curtain in the back and threw all the fire grenades one after the other. But
Hey, is it just me? Or does it feel like the fire's not going out at all?
the curtain absorbed the impact of the thrown grenades, which fell on the floor and shattered. They're completely ineffective at extinguishing the burning curtain.
Does it not seem like the fire is intensifying? If the fire continues to rise, it will inflame the ceiling.
Disco Inferno, baby.
This is bad. We've already used up all the fire grenades.
Well, what are we gonna do? All we can do now is pray for rain.
Just don't be stupid. There's no way it'll conveniently start raining if we pray for it.
Kappa.
It's raining?
So this is the power of the Japanese Terra.
That's not it. It looks like the sprinkler's activated.
Oh, the sprinklers. They must have detected the smoke.
I
and
can't
turned
believe
on.
Monokuma has better fire codes than Japan. Water continued to vigorously pour out of the sprinklers. Easy. And after a while, the fire in the warehouse was completely extinguished. Looks like the fire is out. That is a relief. Are we going to get a burned body now? And Nagito will be like, it's just like chapter 5 of the first game. The hell? Man, my merch is drenched. It got splattered with water and now it's soaked. It's so wet.
Hey, hey.
Hey, is it okay to look inside now?
Just a minute.
Huh? Ah, time out. You can't. Nuh-uh, no way. Why can't we go inside?
Hey.
Smoke and hazardous gases are still spread throughout the warehouse, so it's got to ventilate for a while.
Well, yeah.
Well, I guess you're right. It'd be a problem if we breathed in any lingering smoke. So, for the sake of your health, please wait for just a little while. While you're waiting, why don't you check out the Monokuma Theater I've freshly prepared? Uh-oh. More of this shit, huh?
You're so stupid.
Everything is a lie. Monokuma doesn't exist. The Monokuma Theater doesn't exist. Everything is fiction. There's no meaning whatsoever. There's no relationship whatsoever. Everything was made. Monokuma can't be found anywhere. What are you doing here anyway? Okay, bye. Blah, blah, blah.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, now that the Monokuma Theater is over, I'm sure it's finished ventilating by now. Also, I'm finally starting to feel better. Just because my important merch was ruined doesn't mean I should be depressed about it forever. Whenever I feel depressed, I always ask myself this question.
But hold on.
Why are your eyes on the front?
I got it.
So we can move forward. Don't be sad about what's already happened and be positive. We get it already.
Jeez.
Enough with your bullshit.
I'll leave the rest to you.
Ah, I turned on the light for you guys too. You might hurt yourself if it's dark.
Here.
Now, go ahead. Go right ahead. Ahead. Is Nagito inside? He said he was in his video message, but he probably escaped by now. There was so much fire and smoke. And I thought I'd finally get to beat the crap out of him this time.
Hey.
Well, why don't we go inside and see how it's doing?
You...
Hajime, what happened? Well, nothing happened, but I don't know why. My heart is racing. It won't settle down. I'm scared. As if an intense malice is about to stab me through my whole body. And I can't even budge. It feels like everything was too late. Why do I feel this anxious? Because somebody's dead. Wait, speaking of someone being dead... Oh wait, never mind. I'm a Papega. Anyway, let's go inside. A charred odor permeated... Dude, what is this music? Hello? Monka? A charred odor permeated through the warehouse, and the air was so heavy that it was hard to breathe. The moment I set foot in the warehouse, a mixture of bewilderment, anxiety, fear, and ominous music overtook me all at once.
It smells.
Something smells.
Hey.
It's not me.
I am sorry.
I am terribly sorry.
You serious?
Huh, Miss Sonia, say it ain't so. Yeah. No, not that. It's like a smell I've never smelled before.
Like...
Well, it makes sense that there are strange smells when a bunch of different things were burned.
Hey.
Hey, everyone. Did you know about that curtain? mean the curtain that was on fire, right? What do you mean no?
See?
I didn't notice it until the curtain was burning, but there's space on the other side of it too. Oh God, what don't I know? Oh shit. Oh God! When I looked where Chiaki was pointing, there was still space beyond the burned, tattered curtain. Oh my God, you guys. Holy shit. Look, the handcart moved. And there's a pink iPod playing ominous music. The back of the warehouse. I walked toward the burned, tattered curtain with slow, methodical steps. I'd never experienced such an oppressive atmosphere before, and I couldn't help holding my breath. And then, on the other side of the curtain... Dude, this song is called Sing the Empty Happiness. That's a pretty yikes title. I saw the true source of the intense malice I'd been feeling. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. It's a vacuum cleaner. Oh, nope. Oh, rip. Oh, rip! Oh my God. Holy shit. I had no idea what I was looking at. They hung him and stabbed him and impaled him, and holy shit, he got bodied pretty hard, dude. I had no idea what I was looking at. By the time I realized I was looking at the remains of Nagito Komaeda, the ultimate lucky student, time had already stopped. Plot armor my ass. Holy shit, brother. They made like quintuple sure that he was fucking dead. Eventually, the shock finally registered with me. A numb feeling spread from the center of my brain almost instantly. I can't believe he committed suicide, dude. What a tragic way to go. Nagito is dead? Even when I saw this before me, I wasn't able to comprehend what that reality yet. Rip.
What? What?
What's going on here?
Are
Is he
you
really
serious?
dead? He's not pretending to be dead, is he? I mean, it's Nagito, you know? Why did Sonya kill him, though? That's right, it's Nagito. He always messed with us. He always tried to confuse us. That's why. I can't believe it. Nagito ended up in such a cruel state. And he really did get fucked. Nagito is dead. Deep down, I believed that when the killings finally ended, I'd never see this guy again. I never expected I'd be looking at Nagito's body like this. Nagito probably thought the same thing. I couldn't help seeing it in his dead, frightened face. But on this island, unbelievably abnormal occurrences happen all the time. Even Nagito couldn't escape that truth. But even as something as small as that.
A body has been discovered.
Yeah, it has been.
Now then, after a certain amount of time has passed, the class trial will begin.
Don't tell me.
Body discovery announcement? Then it's for real.
Hey!
The Nagito is really dead?
Damn it!
It's not just that he's dead. If the body discovery announcement was made, does that mean Nagito was killed? I mean, it sure doesn't look like a suicide to me, Chief.
That's right.
Plus, it's one of us. I mean, that's what it means, right? One of us killed Nagito? One of us killed him so brutally? Then it's going to start again? Huh? The class trial's going to start soon, right? Then...
Of course.
Yep, we gotta do it. We gotta find out who Nagito's killer is.
Hey!
No matter who you guys sacrifice, you're determined to survive and leave this island, right? Then the time for action is now. So, allow me to give you the familiar Monokuma fight. Hold it right there.
Damn it!
What? Don't get in my way like that. I was about to whip out the Monokuma file in such a cool way.
You stupid brother!
Shut up. I can't stand this anymore.
Got it?
How much longer are you going to keep putting them through this? No more. I won't let you. I'll make sure I pulverize your evil intentions.
Hey!
Say something.
What's this?
Oh, now I remember who you are. You're Monomi. You just now noticed?
Like...
Anyway, Monomi, if you're going to talk about my intentions, why don't you talk about yours first? Huh? What are your intentions anyway? Why are you keeping everyone cooped up on this island? I'm sure everyone here wants to know too, you know. What? No fair! You're shutting up too.
Please wait!
Enough already. We already have enough to deal with concerning Nagito, so please do not say anything else that will confuse us.
Hey,
Anyway, let's begin. Huh? But,
this is just...
I mean, in the end, we still have to do it, right? As long as a killing happens, we can't do anything about it, right? We have no choice but to do it, right? Besides, it's our fault that we couldn't even prevent it. I know. That's the only way we can survive, right?
Nice!
Looks like you kids are way more well-behaved than Monomi.
Don't fuck with me!
We're tired of this too, you know. That's why I'll definitely make sure to finish this for good this time.
This is kind of...
Does that mean you guys are getting bored of this school trip?
Actually...
Don't worry, the end is near. Huh? The end?
What's the matter?
Don't make a face like a pig that's about to become bacon. You've already noticed it, right? The meaning behind that Monokuma timer. I guess there's only 2 days left, huh? When that timer reaches 0 2 days from now, what'll happen to us? The killing school trip will be over.
Hey!
If this'll finally be over,
You serious?
does that mean we can go home?
What are you gonna do?
Don't count your bears before they've hatched. There's still something you gotta do before that, right?
So...
Once again,
The Monokuma file! Phew.
you guys need to find out who Nagito's killer is and survive the class trial. If this ends here, there won't be an afterward at all.
Do your best.
Wait!
Hold on.
I won't forgive you!
I won't let you escape this time. Wait right there. What do you guys think? If the school trip is nearly at an end, it's safe to think that we can go home, right?
But still...
Kazuichi, I understand how you feel, but we need to focus on Nagito's case first.
Damn it!
Sonia did it. Even if we can go home, it'll be the end of us if we screw up here. And let's hurry up and solve Nagito's case so we can all go back home.
However...
It is nice to think that everyone can go home, but that is impossible, right? I mean, someone in this room killed Nagito. There's a killer among us. The weight of those words began to sink into me. That was true of the previous cases, but was it really true this time? No matter how much I tried, I couldn't believe it. Because the victim was Nagito? Because his death was so abnormally cruel? No, it wasn't just that. There was something more to it than that. And whatever it was stuck inside me, Gotchi Base. Oh, more music. Kill command. First, we need to look at the Monokuma file. Dead. He was only 5'9". What a manlet, dude. The victim is Nagito Komaeda. The body was discovered inside the warehouse near the Monokuma plushie factory. The estimated time of death is believed to be around noon sharp. Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there's a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand. What a tragic situation. Just reading this is making me depressed.
Huh?
Is there something wrong with this Monokuma file? Again, but what's wrong with it? It doesn't say cause of death, dude. Right? Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there's multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there's a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand.
Yep.
It's definitely weird. Well, I guess I'll find out if I look around. That's what the investigation is for. Don't worry or form conclusions on your own. That makes me more worried than I should be. We can discuss it later. Right now is our only chance to investigate. So we should investigate first.
See?
If we don't, there won't be anything for us to discuss. Well, I guess you're right. Then let's start with the area surrounding Nagito's body. I should start with the back of the warehouse. Since the curtain blocked most of the water, this area wasn't affected by the sprinklers that much. Thanks to that, I can properly investigate Nagito's body. I never thought I'd have to investigate Nagito's body. He probably didn't expect to end up like this either. Schwing. A lighter. Ah, it's an oil lighter. This is where the curtains would have been hanging. It also looks like the fire did extensive damage here. If the oil lighter was placed here...
Just kidding.
Ah, an oil lighter. Someone probably wanted to keep warm.
Bring it on.
It's a most foolish thought. This is clearly the cause of the fire.
Well,
Oil lighters can continue to burn even after someone lets go of them. Look at the CG where Sonia isn't standing. When the fire started, thinking emoji times 10,000. So using that, the curtain was set on fire. Using the oil lighter, huh? Do you think the killer set up some sort of trick with it?
you are right.
The killer probably planned to destroy evidence by setting this warehouse on fire. They caused a fire to destroy evidence? That's the only reason I can think of why a killer would set fire to their crime scene, but... ... Looks like a bunch of plastic bottles. Remnants of plastic are scattered all over the place. This is probably... those fire grenades that we used to put out the fire. Well, they weren't actually that useful in the end. They probably got tampered with by someone who knew about them beforehand, like Sonia thinking emoji times 10 quintillion. The fire was only extinguished thanks to the sprinklers. Well, nevertheless, this evidence really isn't all that strange. Monokuma's dead. There's blood coming out of his stomach. Hey. No responses. He's dead, Jim. Just kidding, I'm not dead. Is this one of the life-size plushies that were being produced at the factory? If you're mistaking a plushie for me, then there's something wrong with you. You're a stuffed animal, too. Don't put oversized garbage there. It's so misleading. What are you calling oversized garbage? Could this be one of Monokuma's tricks? Then why'd he do it? Making a hole like it got stabbed and going to the trouble of dirtying it with blood? Did he try to imitate Nagito's body or something?
What are you
I
saying?
had nothing to do with that. Huh?
You're so
He's
evil.
probably lying. Seriously, you're always lying. You should just die like that plushie over there.
What's this?
You seem more pissed than usual these days, Monami, but you better watch what you say. If I feel like it, I can wipe you out easily, you know. I won't give in to your threats. I'll fight you until the very end.
I can't lose.
I will definitely take back the seat of world supremacy from Monokuma. Looks like those annoyances are gone. If it wasn't Monokuma's trick, then who did this? Could the killer have done this? If so, is this Nagito's blood? I have no idea how this connects to the incident. The hamsters did it as revenge, dude. That's why the wounds start on his thighs, so they could knock him over. I never expected Nagito to die like this. He was always spouting nonsense about hope and trying to confuse the hell out of us, but even so, dying like this is just too cruel. Also, he wasn't completely useless. There were times we were only able to reach the truth because of him. But everything good and bad about him is gone. We'll never be confused by him again. We'll never be saved by him again. No, now isn't the time to think unnecessary things. I need to focus on the investigation for now. For now, I need to investigate everything about this body that catches my eye. Good lord, there's a lot. The knife is stabbed through Nagito's right hand. Did the killer do this? How could they do something so cruel? This knife, it must be from the military base that I was literally at 20 minutes ago while the rest of you were somewhere else. Military base? Ah, now that you mention it, you're right. It looks like a survival knife.
Well,
By the way, it seems the wounds on his legs and left arm were caused by that same knife. Which means after the killer is finished stabbing Nagito's legs and left arm, they stabbed the knife through his right hand?
it cannot be.
And then they finished him off with the spear.
How cruel.
Then does that mean the killer went to the trouble of using 2 weapons, a knife and a spear? But they could have just killed him by stabbing him with the knife. Why'd they need to use a spear at all?
You are right.
That is definitely strange. Was there a reason they had to use it? I don't know, Sonia. Why'd you have to use the spear too? A reason they had to use the spear, huh? Survival knife has been added. Nagito's right wrist is tied with rope, but it looks like the tip burned off. Could this be a result of the fire? But that's weird. If the rope is burned off like this, why are Nagito's clothes completely unaffected by the fire when he was so close to the blaze? Feet. Both of Nagito's legs are tied up. Each rope is tied to the pillars nearby. He wouldn't have been able to move at all. According to the Monokuma file, the wounds on his legs are all stab wounds. Does that mean the killer didn't just tie up Nagito, they also stabbed his legs? Why would the killer do something like that?
Damn it!
At any rate, it's pretty sadistic. The killer must have been holding a huge grudge toward him. Or they might have been torturing him. Torture?
Huh?
I mean, if they just wanted to kill him, they could have just stabbed him once in the chest, right? If you disregard the spear in his chest, the other wounds were inflicted for reasons other than killing. The spear's more like in his stomach than his chest, TBH. Which means the wounds all over Nagito's body were from the killer torturing him. If that's the case, what was the killer trying to make Nagito confess? Was it something that would have led to the traitor?
Even so.
Well, even if this was torture, there's no doubt the killer must have held a deep grudge toward Nagito.
Damn it!
Refusing to let him die easily, I can totally understand a dark impulse like that. Monka. But even if they held a grudge against him, would they really have gone this far? A spear with a flashy ornament on it is impaled deeply into Nagito's stomach. There's no way around it. That looks like the fatal wound.
What's this?
Oh my, what's this? Such a strange looking spear, isn't it? A cord extends from the tip of the handle and there's an iron weight attached to it. I see. You use the cord as a whip to capture the enemy and deliver the final blow with the spear. Is this your first time looking at this too? Of course not. This is the Spear of Gunganir, right? You definitely came up with that just now. No, he came up with that in the first game. By the way, I wanted to ask you, where did that spear come from? I feel like I saw it at the Nezumi Castle. What? Nezumi Castle?
What the
I was designed to be afraid of mice, so I can't go in there. Damn you, mice! Damn you all to hell! I see. Even he doesn't know what's inside the castle. Well, more importantly, I need to focus on the investigation. The spear definitely catches my eye, but the weight on the end of the cord coming out of the handle, it looks like that part has blood on it too. But for some reason, this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. It's about the size of a human fist. It's strange that this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. Also, Chiaki mentioned this earlier, but apparently the spear came from Nezumi Castle. It might be better if I confirm that later. Spear of Gunganir. That's what killed Junko. Quote mark. There's a cut on his upper left arm. His legs and right hand have stab wounds, but this wound looks like a slice. That's probably the reason the wound on his left arm doesn't look that deep compared to the others. Well, regardless, it doesn't change the fact that it's a hideous wound and there's blood everywhere.
Super
There's something strange. Strange? What?
See?
Look at the palm of his left hand. I think that blood is from when his left arm was sliced, but doesn't the blood splatter look strange? It cuts off right in the middle of his palm. Yeah, it definitely cuts off. Maybe that's as far as the blood could reach when it was splattered. Well, that would explain the blood on his palm, but there's something else that's strange. When you flip it over and look at the back of his hand, there's also blood, but only above the middle joint of each finger. You're right. Why is it only on this part?
See?
See, it's just as I said, right? It's strange, right? I win. Yeah, sure, you win. But it's definitely strange. What did the killer do to make the blood splatter like this? He must have been in great pain. He clearly had this agonizing look on his face when he died. His mouth is covered with duct tape. Was this to keep Nagito from screaming for help?
This is bad.
Jeez, what a horrible look on his face. The blood splattered all over it doesn't help either. It's a good thing his mouth is covered with duct tape, otherwise I wouldn't be able to look at it. Ah, got a minute? Sorry, excuse me. Chiaki moved past Kazuichi and me and squatted down next to Nagito's face. And with one swift movement, she ripped the duct tape off of his mouth. Hey, what are you doing?
It's gonna be
Ah, it'll
fine.
be fine. I'll put it right back away once I'm done investigating here.
Hey.
Putting the tape back on isn't the issue, you ungrateful swine. You're gonna get cursed. Ah, the blood on Nagito's face. It looks like it mostly came from the slice on his left arm. If that's the case, it's no use. She's not listening. Hey, about the blood splattered on his face. There's no blood under the duct tape. What's wrong with that?
Well,
This duct tape has crinkles like it was sticking toward the inside of his mouth, right? Nagito was probably desperately moving his mouth under the duct tape. Seriously, what's wrong with that? She means Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he got those wounds all over his body. So he tried to shout, which caused the duct tape to get sucked into his mouth a bit. What's wrong with that? Is that something we really need to worry about? I don't really get it, but just put the duct tape back on his mouth already.
yep.
Yeah, you're right. Anyway, this might be some kind of clue too. I should remember it. I guess I'm done with the area surrounding Nagito's body. Jeez, I can't believe I actually investigated such a grisly looking body. Even I'm surprised at myself. Does this mean I'm used to it? My classmate's dead body is right in front of me and one of my peers is the killer responsible. I have to investigate his death so I can find his killer. Am I used to something as abnormal as that? That would mean I'm becoming abnormal too.